Oh, hello everyone, it's Susie Crypto Granny here. The date is the 24th of February and it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Amsterdam, the Netherlands time. Well, we certainly saw a very interesting market yesterday. I had my clients buying coins for their investment portfolio, and look, I do believe this market is going to go higher. There's no doubt about it. With Square buying more Bitcoin yesterday, it got the market going higher and higher. Square bought $170 million worth of Bitcoin, 3,318 Bitcoin. Now, there's hardly any volume of Bitcoin left in real circulating coins, simply because about 18.5 million has been mined and apparently 2.5 million has been lost. So there is no supply of Bitcoin. So what happens then is it leads traders particularly to take on many sort of futures type bets. They over leverage themselves, and that's what we saw the other day with the sell-off. Traders that over leverage themselves and they're all long Bitcoin, they all got wiped out. $6 billion of traders' money got wiped out yesterday with the market sell-off. So today what we've got is market cap at 1.553 trillion, up about, about 100 billion or so. Volume is 113.143 bill. Liquidity is very high at nearly 3 bill, and Bitcoin dominance is still around 61.15%. Now, I do believe that this Bitcoin dominance, as time goes on this year, will get down to about 55%. Notwithstanding Bitcoin will perform, but the other specific alts will perform against Bitcoin. And I do believe BINANCE coin will take over Ethereum. Ethereum's got all sorts of problems at the moment, and it's quite severe in that sense because of the cost of Ethereum. We mentioned that yesterday. You know, Ethereum got up to highs of $300 or more in transaction costs. The miners, we know, are making a fortune. Just this month, the miners have already generated something worth like $50 million in fees off the Ethereum network, which is a lot. And if you compare it to Binance, Binance fees are only $22,000. So it just shows you what the Ethereum miners are taking out of this market, okay? Massive. And we as clients are paying for it if we use Ethereum. This is why I don't like Ethereum. And I believe Ethereum will bleed in the next 2 years. It'll just go down, down. And I do believe Binance Smart Chain will take over Ethereum. We see it constantly. ICOs that went onto Ethereum in 2017 are moving off Ethereum and going to other technologies. Other platforms are a lot cheaper, and they're also going to Binance. Binance has got another DeFi coming onto their system, KeyFi, which is going to Binance Smart Chain, and they will be doing airdrops and all this sort of thing as well. And this is what will go on and happen continually. If we look at what Vitalik Buterin said, he didn't seem to be too worried about the Chinese miners. He was talking to them yesterday that there is an upcoming EIP 1559 upgrade, which is going to potentially threaten the miners, the Chinese miners' income stream, their revenue streams. And I think they're going to be pretty much against it because miners tend to be very short focused. I cannot see the fees being reduced by the miners, and they're really against this in terms of Ethereum. And, you know, there could even be a potential 51% attack, which could cause a fork in Ethereum, just like Ethereum Classic. And if that's the case, Buterin said that he would have to go to proof of stake fairly quickly to do this, but it still would be very, very bad for Ethereum if this happens. There's no doubt about it. So the fees in Ethereum are just astronomical, and if, you know, again, they're saying it's going to take them 2 years to get a proof of stake. But if the Chinese miners, the 5 main ones with this, which are the same for Bitcoin, if they force Ethereum's hand, they will not take reduced fees. So keep a lookout for that story because it's very important when we talk about Ethereum. There's no doubt about it. Cardano had significant upgrades, and there's a lot of upcoming products on their virtual network, and there's potential partnerships with Celsius, Fireblocks, Primary Trust, and SingularityNet. And don't forget, Charles Hoskin was one of the co-founders of Ethereum, but now has set up Cardano, and he basically says he's in direct competition with Ethereum. In integrating with other large-scale companies, he says, enhances the entire ecosystem for Cardano. And that's a great story because he said you need DApps for institutional investors to come in. And Cardano intend to release, their Mary hard fork combinator on the 1st of March, and a lot of things happen on the 24th of February as well. So that's very interesting in itself. Also, we've seen SushiSwap may move to Solana platform from Ethereum because the costs are just astronomical, and I think you'll keep seeing this right across the board with Ethereum. If they don't go to proof of stake, it is a pretty negative story for Ethereum, to be perfectly honest, and that's why I am so against Ethereum. What else we got here? Crypto.com fell quite a bit yesterday, 31%, but they did come out and said they've got 10 million clients now, up from 5 million about 6 months ago. We saw them drop, we saw EOS drop, which I don't like, and we did see XRP drop quite a bit. BINANCE in the last 30 days has been up 530%. My clients have been on this in the last 30 days. There is a lot of media out there at the moment saying BINANCE will take over Ethereum, and I am a big believer in that. Not only that, Ethereum has a lot of competition with ADA, Polkadot, Quantum, Neo. There's heaps of platforms out there that do smart contract platforms. So not only can BINANCE do it, but there's many other competitors that can take business away from Ethereum as well. So it doesn't look very good for Ethereum as far as I'm concerned. And I have suggested to my clients, anyone holding Ethereum should move out of Ethereum and go into BINANCE. You're going to get much greater return. And BINANCE today is up 21%, Ethereum's up 9%. And I think BINANCE will continue to do better than Ethereum. It'd be a great trade, buy BINANCE, sell Ethereum as a spread trade as well. We did see $6 billion of futures got liquidated between the traders yesterday. It was just huge. Also, Ethereum on Kraken actually did drop $1,000 from $1,700 to $700, and apparently this was genuine. People were selling down to $700 for Ethereum, which is a huge volatility, and I wouldn't be comfortable sitting in cryptocurrency that drops $1,000 in about 5 minutes. That's a bit scary, for sure. So we did see on Monday a massive range between Bitcoin, got from 58,000 to about 44,000, but it's jumped back over 50,000 today, simply because big names, institutions are buying it, like Square, and that's the name of the game. Buy the dip, okay? There's no doubt about it. This market is going much higher. Now, Hedera Hash makes inroads to Africa as Standard Bank Group becomes a node operator, and that's great for Hedera Hash. They have got on their governing, Hedera Hash's members of governing council, they've got Google, LG, IBM, and Standard Bank Group, which is really, really good for them. Gives them a bit more credibility. I've never liked Hedera Hash, but if they keep getting great partners and great people looking after their nodes and everything, I'll do another review on them and have a look at them. Obviously, things change as new data comes to the market. So in our trading portfolio, we can do hundreds of different trades. So we could buy Wirex one day and sell it the next. If the market looks negative, because it's a very short-term view. If my charts are giving me a 4-hour sell on everything, then, I did right in saying to everyone, sell all your trading portfolio. But then, a couple of days later, I could say buy Wirex. And the reason is new information came out about Wirex, which was huge. They're going to partner with a company that's going to give them access to 350 million new clients. And that is huge. Wirex at the moment have only 3.5 million clients, and they'll be partnershiping with a bigger organisation that has 350 million clients, and that's in April. So with new data that comes to the market every day, new fundamentals, we change our view, particularly on the short term for trading, but also if it was something absolutely fundamental in our investment portfolio that changes the valuation of the coin, then we have to look at that and look at the weights of our investment portfolio as well. So Wirex, just to reiterate, is partnered with Zero Hash in order to provide cryptocurrency to over 350 million Americans, and the launch is in April sometime. So this is huge for Wirex, okay? Zero Hash is a digital asset settlement platform, and it's going to be very, very big. Now, don't forget, SBI invested £3 million in Wirex, and that's a part of obviously the XRP support, but also it's a huge Japanese conglomerate, one of the biggest banks, financial institutions in Japan. So that's quite significant in itself. There's no doubt about that. So what we also saw that Bitfinex and Tether, they've settled their fine with the New York Attorney General at 18.5 mil. Also, Bitcoin ETF, Exchange Traded Fund, has already got investors in there of 500 mil. And it's only just started, which is absolutely huge, okay? So, people want Bitcoin. There's no doubt about it. We did see that 287 million XRP were moved by Ripple to European ODL, and that their partner there is Bitstamp, and they also moved some to Coinbase as well. So there's a lot going on with XRP. Unfortunately, if their case with the SEC doesn't happen soon, you will see, in my mind, I'm sorry to say this, XRP will probably, just not do as well as other crypto coins and that sort of thing. And that's why we've been buying everything but XRP. If you have a look at the total volume, what happened in the last 24 hours, it was massive. Tether did 37.31 bill, Bitcoin 17.96 bill, Ethereum 10.24 bill, Binance 6 billion, Binance US dollar 6 bill, ADA up 2, Polkadot 2, Litecoin 1.5 bill, Chainlink 1.27 bill. The graph did quite a lot, nearly 700 mil, and I had all my clients buying, specific coins yesterday, like Binance, like the graph, everything that had been moved on, Tron, VeChain. There was just so much opportunity to buy yesterday. Swipe, for example, which I think will do quite well as well. Swipe are getting more into things as well, and buying more cryptocurrency as well, which is a good story for them. So there is very much, people are buying, they're looking to get back into this market. It's not over yet. This will be a huge rally in itself. If we go to our alt screen, basically today we had literally 321 up versus 471 down. But the 10 out of 10 are all the ones that were invested in within our investment portfolio, which is a good story in itself. So that makes us very, very happy. So if we have a look at some of the coins that went up quite a lot, we've got NeoGas went up quite a bit, Omnitude, Unex, Fodder, and obviously some of the social media is talking about these Kin, Ontology Gas. It's interesting that all the gas coins are going up. I have no idea why, which is quite interesting. Harvest Finance went up, DeFi's went up, and I don't like DeFi's. There's always problems with DeFi's, that's for sure. But if we look at the social media, they're talking about Binance, Phantom, Chiles, Polygon, which is Matic, Ravencoin, Thorcoin, and Pancake Swap. If you look at worldwide searches, they're looking Superfarm, which just got listed yesterday, Binance Coin, Pancake Swap, Solana, and Index Finance. So, a lot's going on over there. So, if we also look at Coinbase, HSBC Managing Director has gone to Coinbase. Anthony DiMartino, he was the head of Latin American trading of interest rates in New York, and now he's going to be the director of institutional trading at Coinbase. Also, we see a very old private bank from Switzerland, 1844. This bank was set up going into cryptocurrency. They're called Border and CIE SCMA, Swiss private bank, and they're partnering with Signum Bank, who's doing very well. Skrill said they will allow withdrawals direct to credit card wallets on its PaySafe platform. We see M31 Capital is launching a new Bitcoin hedge fund, New York based, and Matic has, as you know, rebranded to Polygon. Polkadot Parachain is to be tested on Kusama Network. So it's all happening, and it's all, in my mind, very, very bullish for cryptocurrency. If we look at fiat markets, for example, we'll see that the Federal Reserve Chairman Jeremy Powell tells Congress central bankers committed to keeping interest rates low and increasing liquidity in the market. Okay, the Fed tends to think they can spend as much money as they like, and they think that it has no effect on the economy. But the problem is, if you keep issuing more and more money and spending more money, you're going to have a massive weakness in the US dollar, and that is definitely coming. US yen's at 105.81. The Aussie dollar has done extremely well against the US dollar, over 79 cents, and we've actually appreciated. So I'm better as an Australian to sell US dollars because US dollars is underperforming. You know, the Fed says that inflation rate is at 2%, which is absolute garbology. When you look at house prices, it went up 10% overnight. So year on year, inflation is not 2%. We have inflation in the system. There's no doubt about it. And that's why commodities are going up. Oil's at 61.43, silver 27.84, gold's above 1,800. We saw the tech stocks in the equity market rolling over because of higher interest rates. Cyclicals are doing well because of higher interest rates. Interest rates are rising. The 10-year bond in the US is 1.364. Keep an eye on that. And certainly the COVID situation is still up there. There's 112.722 million cases in the world and 2.49 deaths. And of that, 500,000 is the US, which is unfortunate, not great at all. But either way, overall, I'm very bullish the cryptocurrency market. And as far as I'm concerned, the name of the game is to buy the dip. You know, if this market gets down 20 or 40% again, you buy the dip with your ears pinned back. Very selective, crypto coins that we have in our investment portfolio that have the fundamentals, have a proper business model, have clients and make revenue for longevity, and also for the best of breed technology and cryptocurrency technology. Anyway, that's enough of me, guys and girls. I will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you.